What is up, crypto community? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. Some very crazy stuff going on as I speak. I just had to make a video about it. And then something that has not happened in crypto since 2016 that is extremely bullish for the whole market. I'm going to talk about all at the top right into it. So you can see right here on this hourly chart. Let's go to a more short-term chart, the 15-minute chart. You'll see Bitcoin was mooning and then it absolutely dumped. Okay, let's talk about why. But first, the first Bitcoin bull cross is about to hit for the first time since 2016. In a post on Twitter on January 9th today, the popular commentator known as Mustache revealed a key Bitcoin price moving average crossover in the making. It is due after an 8-year hiatus. It hasn't happened for almost a decade now. And this is at the brink of Bitcoin knocking on the door of $50,000. Excitement over the first Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. Van Eck, one of the largest investment managers, had filed for one of these Bitcoin ETFs. The head of Van Eck came on TV today and said some pretty bullish stuff. As Mustache notes, the cross he's talking about is the 3-week time frame, which is a very long-term chart. The longer the time frame of a price chart, the more credibility we can give it. This cross is when the 21-day exponential moving average is attempting to cross the 50-day moving average. And you can see right here, this has not happened since 2016. And when you see this long-term moving average crossing this short-term moving average, other way around, the short-term moving average crossing the long-term moving average, that's typically a sign of a reversal. Now, a lot of people have been speculating, is this Bitcoin ETF going to be bullish for the market, or is the market going to dump after it? Everyone thought the Coinbase IPO was going to moon crypto. It turned out that the Coinbase IPO was the opposite. It was a buy the rumor, sell the news type event. However, Credible Crypto, one of the more reputable technical analysis traders on crypto Twitter, he says buy the news, not a buy the rumor, sell the news. He's thinking the market's going to pump with this Bitcoin ETF, and he very well could be right. And he quote tweets, an address that received 3 billion US Tether from the Tether Treasury is depositing it into exchanges right now. No one is putting $3 billion of capital onto a centralized exchange where there's a lot of counterparty risk unless they're trying to buy. And you can see they're depositing it to OKX, Kraken, Coinbase. Hundreds of millions of dollars. I can't speculate on what they're going to do here, but the only reason you would put your money onto a centralized exchange is to make buys. So this Bitcoin ETF could very well be a buy the news type event. We'll just have to wait and see. And if you guys need a spot to buy crypto, check out Uphold. It's sleek, it's simple, it's secure. It's where I get my crypto daily. You can find a link to Uphold in the video description below. So let's talk about what's going on in this price chart. Why did it moon? Why did it dump? Well, the SEC Twitter account was just hacked, and the hacker posted that all the Bitcoin ETFs approved. If you pull up your Twitter right now, and if you guys do have Twitter, give me a follow. Links in the video description below. If you pull up your Twitter right now, you're going to see a lot of people who haven't seen the news that they were hacked celebrating this Bitcoin ETF approval. Bitcoin spiked all the way up to 48,000, and then when the SEC came out and said the SEC Gov Twitter account was compromised, an unauthorized tweet was posted. The SEC has not approved the listing and trading of spot Bitcoin exchange traded products. The market reacted with a big dump down to 44.8K, but it is bouncing a bit, sitting at 46K right now. And the Valkyrie Chief Investment Officer says that a Ripple and XRP and Ethereum spot ETF could come to the market now that the SEC is about to approve one for Bitcoin. And I've been speculating on this for my past few videos now. It only makes sense if you think about it. XRP has more regulatory clarity than Ethereum and Bitcoin combined globally. So Bitcoin, obviously the first digital asset, they get the first spot ETF, but it's only a matter of time before the next ETF comes through, and I am guessing it's going to be an XRP ETF. And don't listen to me, some random guy on YouTube. Listen to Valkyrie's CIO, their Chief Investment Officer. Knows a lot more than me. And here's another big spot ETF fowler, Van Eck. Their CEO confirms that Bitcoin spot ETFs will begin trading on Thursday. Let's take a listen.
Jan, have you filed the fees?
Yeah, all the fees came out pretty much this morning, Bob, because they're all getting ready to basically list on Thursday.
Okay.
And so that's not been filtered out through all the news. I don't want to talk about the specifics of ours. What I will say, though, I agree with Kathy that really we're standing on the shoulders of giants, and there are a lot of developers that have worked for free to build the Bitcoin network and continue to add, to make changes to that network. And that we wanted to pay respect to those developers. So we're giving part of our profits that we're making off of this ETF.
But you did publish your numbers this morning, right?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out there.
And you don't want to tell us what it is?
No, Doug's compliance people are making me really nervous.
Oh, brother, for crying out loud.
So not only do we have the CIO of another big investment firm, Valkyrie, but we have the CEO of VanEck saying that these Bitcoin ETFs are going to come live on Thursday. In Dubai, their Department of Financial Services approves XRP for its 4,000 plus ecosystem of companies. And Dubai is one of those very regulatory friendly places towards crypto. There's no capital gains taxes. And for that reason, a lot of crypto startups and a lot of crypto traders live in Dubai because they have very favorable regulation. And here is Dubai whitelisting XRP to be traded throughout the whole ecosystem in Dubai. You guys want $41 for free to get some more XRP? Sign up with Webull, deposit a penny, and you get $41 in free stock shares for free. Sell your stocks, close your account, do whatever you want. Get some more XRP with that $41, but you can find a link to Webull in the video description below. We talk about scalability a lot. In the cross-border payments race, the winner is going to have to be something that scales to massive amounts of money, billions and hundreds of trillions of dollars. Citibank has said by the year 2025, $250 trillion annually will be going through cross-border payments. Here is the head of Asia Pacific region for Ripple, Navin Gupta. Take a listen.
I think that kind of the ability to roll up and be a multi-chain or chain agnostic is huge. And, the XRP ledger, you guys are going to be continually upgrading, scaling, and changing there. But the ability to be, cross compatible with other assets and tokens, I think is where we're going, is this multi-chain future. Because when you go to a website, it's generally pulling from multiple servers, multiple databases to resolve a single image or a single page. And I think that that's going to be a lot of what we're going to see here in the near future, is that, there is no one chain to rule them all. Like Swift, you were kind of like, yep, either you're a bank and you use Swift, or you're just not in, you're not included in the financial system. So I think you're entirely right. We're going to see a lot of, evolutions. We've already proven, a tokenized JPEG, that of the concept of digital scarcity can be worth tens of millions of dollars and hold the value and be able to trade as a financial instrument. Whether that's legal or even anyone cares. It's a great alpha test to showcase. Now we're ready to start beta testing, what we're talking about today, which is real world assets, real title, and start moving from, millions and billions to hundreds of trillions of dollars.
Now I want to leave you with a non-crypto clip. It's this very interesting video from 1965, this guy predicting the future. It's from the Joe Rogan podcast. A lot of my audience is people older than me, and so I'm curious your thoughts on what this guy says. Take a listen.
He did a thing, God, back in the 60s or 70s, and he equated it to the devil. And maybe it is. Or you could also say it's just that. But he did a radio piece on how to destroy America, the social fabric of it.
Wow.
And it's as though somebody just took America, the social fabric of America from the late 60s to today. And the timeline of the things that he said. It's pretty wicked. It's pretty powerful.
Wow. I'm not shocked.
Let me find a better version.
Paul Harvey.
If I were the devil.
Is this the thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I were the devil. If I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of a serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve, do as you please. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square. And the old I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. Wow. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions. Just let those run wild. Wow. Until before you knew it, you'd have to have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every schoolhouse door.
Holy shit.
Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing. I'd have judges promoting pornography. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who wanted until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. And what'll you bet? I couldn't get whole states to promote gambling as the way to get rich. I would caution against extremes in hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct. I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned, that swinging is more fun, that what you see on TV is the way to be. And thus I could undress you in public, and I could lure you into bed with diseases for which there is no cure. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing.
Thanks for watching today's video, guys. Let me know your thoughts on that clip in the comment section below. Have a good day, and until next time.